Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your entrepreneurship tutor, Professor Henry Bwis of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Kenya. Today, I want to talk about entrepreneurial behavior. And I'm saying, let Bill Gates teach you. Yes, I'll make Bill Gates my co-presenter. In other words, using a lot of his wisdom and his quotations. Yes, entrepreneurs have certain characteristics or qualities that ordinary business people do not possess. Many of these can be found in the word entrepreneurs itself. Yes, that's the word entrepreneurs. I'm using again my entrepreneurship teachings to craft qualities and characteristics of entrepreneurs using the very letters of the word entrepreneurs, because there is no universally accepted set of characteristics or qualities. So I want to contribute to this field by crafting some from that word. Yes, the E is envisioner, to envisage, to look yonder, to plan ahead. N is novelty-minded, always being, looking, thinking new, creatively. Tolerant, oh yes, you have to tolerate many events like I'm going to show you. Risk-loving, of course, business is risk. Energetic, oh yes, you have to be energetic to stay in business. If you're sickly, it will be very difficult. Profit-oriented, of course, what do we call business? To make profit. So you must have profit-oriented. Yes, you must be realistic. Don't build castles in the air. And of course, you have to be enterprising. Okay? Or enthusiastic even. You know? Networker. You must network. You must be efficient. Use the minimum to get the maximum. Of course, you must be unstoppable. You must go on and go on. Oh, resourceful. You have to be resourceful. And finally, you must be self-confident. So I am calling these ones Bwisa's personal entrepreneurial characteristics, the pegs, and they are supported by Bill Gates, one of the greatest entrepreneurs of the globe. So let's go. I'm taking one by one. Envision. To envision is to look into the future, to plan, to spot trends and act on them. Dream, e.g., dream to be the business leader in your locality. And indeed, when you aspire for great things to happen in your business, it makes you research and learn more. You see, envisioning, yes, looking ahead. And what does Bill Gates say about some of these things? He says, when I was young, I thought that money and power would make me happy. He was envisioning. When he was young, he looked ahead and he thought money and power would make me happy. And he says that he was right. So he envisioned. He looked ahead. Yes. Again, Bill Gates says, as we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Again, he's envisioning, looking ahead so that you set a goal to pull you towards where you want to go. Yes, and he says, if you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. Bill Gates telling you that you must look ahead. I don't want to die poor, even if I was born poor. So you must envision the end goal is not poverty, even if you are born poor. And of course, Bill Gates warned us, vision without execution is daydreaming. So you can see, Bill Gates has wisdom about envisioning. Envisioning is crafted by me, Professor Bwisa, from What Entrepreneurs, but backed up by Bill Gates, as you can see. The N in entrepreneurship is novelty minded, always thinking of newness, creativity. Creativity leads to generation of novel and innovative ways of doing business. In Kenya, for example, Safaricom embraced innovations and pushed Kenya's postal corporation out of business, so to speak. It is giving the banking industry a run for their money. Now, in the second and clothes, particularly in Nairobi and even Mombasa, big cities, those vendors who sing about their wares attract more custom than those who keep quiet and wait for customers to approach them. Innovation, creativity. And so, look at that. Innovation is a state of the mind. Yes, two people with umbrellas. One makes umbrella not only to prevent rain from falling on him, but also to capture, harvest that same rain. The other one just, prevent rain from raining on him. That is innovation, creative thinking, imagination, ideation. And what does Bill Gates say? I am not in competition with anyone but myself. My goal is to improve myself continuously. Improve continuously. You cannot improve continuously if you are not innovative, if you are not thinking new, if you are not novelty minded. Yes, Bill Gates still says creativity allows people to be effective. Bill Gates embraces novelty minded creativity. He says, when you are failing, you are forced to be creative, to dig deep and think night and day. Yes, don't just allow your business to go to the doldrums. Must be creative. How do you revive it? Novelty minded. The T in entrepreneurship is tolerant, being patient. Yes, that's your plan in business. You see, when you plan and go in business, you think that the road will be smooth. The end point will be smooth. But the reality is that the road in business is never smooth. Look at those roadblocks. Look, up and down, up and down. So, you must tolerate all these roadblocks. It is not going to be smooth like you see there. You are going to have obstacles. Yes, and look at that one. When you start your business, you should have already invested up to that much. You have built your premises, you have gotten the starting raw materials and all that. So when you start your business, you actually start at a loss. But you will start gradually growing until you reach here what you call break-even point. All these are loss. You must tolerate this period. If you are not tolerant, you will never get the profit. So, tolerant, being patient, perseverance. And what does Bill Gates say about it? He says patience is a key element of success. So you must be patient. You must develop a characteristic of patience. Sometimes you meet very difficult customers. You must be patient with them. Then risk loving. Well, in simple words, we can say business risk means a chance of incurring losses or less profit than expected. Risk is a part of business daily operations. For example, the risk of customers not paying when you extend them credit and the risk of a building being destroyed by a natural disaster. All these risks are in business. So you must learn to love risk if you're going to be an entrepreneur. Yes. And in Bungoma, I found this man who actually walks on a rope. He risks walking a rope for him to earn something. I watched him. I took this video. It's on my YouTube. And we were paying him. Risking to get money. And of course, Bill Gates says, to win big, you sometimes have to take big risks. Yes. Business, again, Business is a money game with few rules and a lot of risk. So Bill Gates advises us that you have to embrace risk if you're going to succeed. Then energetic. Now, starting and operating a business takes long hours. Having a constant supply of energy is absolutely necessary if you want to be successful working on your own. You may wake up very early and sleep very late to succeed. So if you are sickly, you'll make it very, very difficult. I mean, that will be very difficult. So you must stay energetic, go to the gym, make sure that you are healthy. Yes. And Bill Gates simply says, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen. Be energetic. Now, profit oriented. Profit is the financial benefit realized when revenue generated from a business activity exceeds expenses, the costs and the taxes involved in sustaining the activity in question. Yes, you must be profit oriented. You must know what gain you are getting into your investment. And of course, Bill Gates tells us, don't think about saving money. Think about making more money. You know, he says, you can make money and you can make excuses, but you can never make money out of excuses. Oh no, you cannot make money out of excuses. And he says again, Bill Gates, you can make money and you can make excuses, but you can never make money out of excuses. Sorry, repeated, but that is simply to emphasize the fact that be profit oriented and don't make any excuses. Don't pass the buck. Realistic. Yes. Build plans that have a chance of success. Avoid building castles in the air. You know, avoid being over ambitious. Listen what Bill Gates says. Bill Gates says most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Simply, they are not realistic. He goes on to say, yes, it's fine to celebrate success, but it's more important to heed the lessons of failure. Be realistic. Learn from mistakes. Even as you celebrate success, beware and learn from failures. Enthusiasm, passion, with standing in for enterprising. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurs are passionate about what they do. They have strong excitement about what they do, a strong feeling of active interest in what they do. So you must be enthusiastic, you must have passion, you must be enterprising. And Bill Gates tells us, Bill Gates success factors for Microsoft. One, long-term approach. Two, passion. Passion for products and technology. Teamwork, results, customer feedback, and individual excellence. So you must be enthusiastic. You must have passion. Networking. Networking is the sharing of information or services between people, businesses, or groups. Networking allows you access to opportunities you might not be able to find on your own. So, if you're not a networker, you'll find it very difficult staying in business. And Bill Gates tells us, please surround yourself with the people who challenge you, who teach you, and who push you to be your best self. Network with them. He says, in life and in business, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Networks are necessary for you to sustain your business. Efficiency. Remember, we're spelling out the word entrepreneurs. Efficiency is about making the best possible use of resources. Efficient firms maximize outputs from given inputs and so minimize their costs. By improving efficiency, a business can reduce its costs and improve its competitiveness. And Bill Gates tells us The first rule of any technology used in a business is that automation applied to an efficient operation will magnify the efficiency. He recognizes efficiency. The second is that automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. So it warns us that efficiency is a good characteristic. Unstoppable. Unstoppable entrepreneurs have the ability to lead others, formulate an exciting vision, aim at achieving big goals, and continuously accelerate the growth of their business operations. Unstoppable entrepreneurs are always mining opportunities. They don't rest on their most recent success. Yes, unstoppable. And Bill Gates tells us, try one, two, three times, and if possible, try the fourth, fifth, and as many times as necessary. In other words, don't be stoppable. Just do not give up on the first attempt. Persistence is a friend of conquest. If you want to get where most do not go, do what most do not do. Unstoppable. You know? And he says on startups, how he started up. There is no secret. I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. 900 said no, and only 300 signed up. You see? And on until only 30, you know, only 30 accepted. So he was unstoppable. He showed his plan to many people until he succeeded, you know. And he says, success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Yes, smart people start smart businesses and then they relax because they are successful. They stop. We are told Nokia was a winner, but they stopped. They sat on their laurels, and others like Samsung and don't know, they just came and took over. Resourceful. When applied to business world, being resourceful is the ability to find and use available resources to solve problems and achieve goals. It's seeing challenges as opportunities rather than as problems to fix. And Bill Gates tells us, I choose a less person to do hard job because a less person will find an easy way to do it. Look at that wisdom. When he has a hard job, he chooses a lazy person. Being lazy, he will find a simple way of doing it so that that is being resourceful, isn't it? And again, he says, if you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Like you are a retailer, you are selling products that were produced by other people. It's very difficult for you to make it good, but you can make it look good by packaging, branding and all that. So you must be resourceful. You must think outside the box. And finally, self-confident. This means you accept and trust yourself and have a sense of control in your life. You know your strengths and weaknesses well and have a positive view of yourself. People with the low self-confidence often have errors in their thinking. Yes, and the Bill Gates says, I am not in competition with anyone but myself. My goal is to improve myself continuously. Get it? He's very confident in himself, not competing anybody. And again, he goes on to tell us, don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. Look at that. Be self-confident. Have confidence in yourself. And of course, you are born an original. Do not die a copy. Don't be a copycat. Don't compare to others. Just set goals, go on. That is the self-confidence that Bill Gates wants us to have. Yes, my listeners, we have spelled the word entrepreneurs. Let's go back and look about it again. There it is. Entrepreneurs, envision and novel-minded until we reach self-confidence. So this is Buissa's innovation on characteristics of entrepreneurs, crafted from the word entrepreneurs itself and supported by the teachings of Bill Gates. So we must, look at that. Indeed, if you liked it, share it. Share it to somebody. Place a like. Subscribe. And please leave a comment below. I want to thank you sincerely for watching. So, have an entrepreneurial day, won't you?